Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? I'm coming to you. It's about midnight almost. I'm gonna hit the hay here in a moment, but I wanted to do a quick update on coaching. I've got about 4 students right now. I'm probably only gonna take maybe 5 to 7 students at the most. Just don't have time to put in. I really want to put a lot of time into the people that I do have on board. I want to make them successful. Uh, so more than I think other coaches will do. I don't think they're going to give you that kind of time that I'm going to give you. I think the ones that I've spoken with already, and I'm going to speak with more coming up here, will tell you that I will put in the time. If you have the questions. So I did just release my first list. It is for some bigger items. Can be kind of tough for newbies for the bigger items, but remember you can always order a lower minimum order quantity, which is going to be challenging to get. But I'm here to help if you need that. Um, so yeah, just as far as that goes, there's so many. I've found a lot of ideas recently that can make a ton of money. I think, and sometimes going bigger is the way to go. That's really a big philosophy that I believe in. I think a lot of people are not looking that way. I think you want to go above 1.5, 2 pound items. You want to go for the bigger items, simply because people are not looking for those. They're looking for these small items, the cheap shipping. I've spoken about it before, and there's so much opportunity, for these bigger items to make money. Um, and don't be afraid to go after them. They're worth the time and effort, even if they're complicated. That's even more worth the time and effort because those are the ones that'll make you the most money. I am about to launch another new product here in about a week. Um, I have a couple orders getting shipped. Things, I guess there is a. For those of you that don't know, there's a quantity backup right now with Amazon. They're starting limited quantities again, which is just crazy. It's a crazy time, but it's still a great time for sales. I can't complain. So I've been limited on my items to like 1,000 per item. I want to get more than that, but I'm limited. So I might actually rent a storage locker and just start having them shipped to my home, and just take them to the storage locker and just store them there and have them shipped in. That way, I'm not losing money. I'd rather pay a few $100 for a storage locker every month than lose thousands while I'm waiting for them to come into stock. It just doesn't make sense. So for as far as my week has gone, it's been a really spectacular week. Um, I have made, I don't even know. I haven't really sat down and looked at it because I've had so much stuff going on. But I have made quite a bit of money this last week. I've done over 41,000 in sales. I can probably flash it. Well, I'm not going to flash it up on the screen because I'm going to upload another video on some other stuff. But yeah, I have over 41,000 in sales this last 7 days. Um, it's just been gangbusters. It's been crazy lately. I've been doing crazy amounts. Pulling in probably on the average, I don't even know, 1,500 a day, something like that. It's hard to say. I'm spending $300-400 literally on PPC. Now, I'm not messing around. I'm keeping my rank up, but I'm gonna run out of stock again. I already just ran out of stock again um, on one of the items. It's about three items, 4 items altogether actually, but three of the main ones. So doing well there. I'm about to launch a couple new products, a couple new variations, and I'm excited about it. The market's hot, and I think these other 2 items I'm about to launch, actually another 3 items I'm about to launch. I have a prototype getting made. Just got a prototype today, which is fantastic. It's much better than I expected. Um, I'm excited. There's a lot of money to be made right now. And I'm doing some bigger items. I'm doing some more complicated items that people don't want to mess with. They just want to put, one item, put out the same. Here's the thing: you got to be creative, and what I mean by that is, it doesn't have to be some amazingly complicated project, but I think you can make pretty good money if you do that. People ask me what my philosophy is. I do like bigger items, but I like to combine, especially if you can find 1 or 2 or 3 items that are in high demand and combine those together, and nobody else has that. You can go gangbusters on that, man. You can absolutely crush it for some things like that. So you have to think about finding those low competition, high demand items. They're out there. They're still out there. I know people say they're not, and you can break into some high competition markets too. But my philosophy, I want to see a lot of revenue. That's especially true. And I want to see it spread out pretty good. And I want to see at least 3 or 4 sellers with low reviews doing well. If I see that, to me, that's a great market. If I see 3, 4, 5, 6 sellers with 10 reviews or less, or even 15 reviews or less, doing good sales to start, I know you can break into that market still. And I know if the revenue is spread out, I know you can still break into that market. And if there's a lot of revenue to go around, that's even better because you can steal that revenue off of bigger sellers once you get established. And if you make a good product and if you make a better differentiation. I'm not about getting the smaller products. I'm not about just jumping on board on a product that you can't really differentiate. I mean, just like a bottle, right? Like I have this Gatorade bottle in my hand. Like, how do I differentiate that? I offer a different flavor, right? I mean, that's different because we're not going to sell something you're going to consume, but we're going to offer a different color, a different size maybe. Maybe I can put 2, but it's very limiting. You know what I mean? It's very limiting. You want to have something that maybe I can have, maybe this bottle and I can, I don't know, have a picture that goes with it. Something that complements it nicely. That doesn't really make any sense what I just said, but something that complements your product nicely. If you look at my list, those of you that have it, the 4 people that do have it, it is available $50 a month. I thought about doing it for $25, but honestly, it takes a lot of work to put into that. And I really think there's some really good items on there that can make you a lot of money. So, at any rate, guys, check out my Patreon if you're interested in coaching. I'm going to take a few more students, and I hope you guys have a great night. God bless, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you all. Good night.